Hey guys, welcome back to Rage of the Titan. I'm playing episode 4. I think this is the new one. I think there's episodes 4, 5, and 6 or something like that. Okay. Everything comes in due time to the one who can wait. Alright, let's play. Put on some chapstick. I don't really remember what was happening here. We're looking for Zeus. Right? Or something. I think, yeah. I should know because I recently replayed this whole thing. And now on the path of humanity. I don't know. Path of divinity just seemed very cold. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So we're on the path of humanity for right now. And we'll see how we like it. Not sure yet. But here we go. Chapter 4, the Labyrinth. My sound is gone. There it is. Oh, whoops. That's not right. Okay, there we go. Okay, club music is back. Okay, that's right. I stepped into the hallway without waiting for the others to join me. A mix of irritation and despair was all I could feel. Don't blame you. What a kindergarten. The closer we are to the threshold, the more ridiculous the situation gets. Maybe Zeus showing up could change something. I'll be finally able to figure out the side I want to stay on. Well, I doubt that he told you the truth. Zeus can't be trusted. Absorbed in my thoughts, I took a while to register footsteps behind my back. Melody, what do you want? He stopped next to me, eyeing the exit nervously. I wanted to talk to you. About what? What happened this time? The thing is, someone grumbled annoyedly in the office. Apollo got distracted immediately. Are we going or what? He was followed by Adrian and Hades, staring at her phone pensively. Why aren't we going yet? I need to solve an issue. Hold on. Hades stepped to the side and started dialing someone anxiously. I heard long dial tones. Why is she so nervous? Probably because it's to do with... What's her name? Persephone? What if something happened? What should I do? Stay put, listen in. I'm be all up in her business. The guys formed a small group. I took a step back, pretending to be interested in something on my screen. In reality, I was interested in what Hades was talking about. Oh, and I also got her to trust me to tell me her side of the story, which wasn't really any new information. She just said what we saw in the vision. That, supposedly she was trying to help or whatever. It didn't really make me believe her one way or the other anymore, so it wasn't really any new information there, so that wasn't worth it. So it doesn't matter if she trusts you or not, because that wasn't worth it. I don't know, but yeah, apparently it's tied to like two choices. I think mostly the biggest one is telling Adrian the truth about everything that went on with Pierce, because apparently somehow she finds out about this conversation, and yeah, that's what triggers her not trusting you. I'm pretty sure that's probably the biggest thing. There's some other variables, but I think that's the biggest one. Anyway, in reality, I was interested in what Hades was talking about. Hello? We've got a problem. What's wrong? Apollo sent me to collect some stuff from the apartment, but there's a surprise guest here. Oh, don't pretend you weren't waiting for us. Hey, Hades. What's up? Have you already found everything you wanted? Where did I leave the journal? Did I leave it in the apartment like an idiot? Why did you come there? They need the pet. Mango! Mango is safe, but not for long. Just give us the chimera and no one will get hurt. Probably. What makes you think we'd give her to you? You know me. I'll take the animal any way I can. If you as much as breathe on her, Yeah, you'll turn me into ash immediately. Cut the crap with your threats. You know your rickety nephew can't take me on. Right. You. Come here. We'll have a little chat. We have something to discuss. Hephaestus. Wait for me. We'll be right there. Oof. He put her phone in my pocket and headed back. Her expression boded no good. What do they need Mango for? Why now? Priest could take the Chimera easily when I was at his place. Something's not right. I recollected my thoughts and returned to the rest of the group. So there's a problem. What's wrong? Sky decided to pay you a surprise visit. She gave a meaningful look to Apollo, making him tense up. He's at our apartment, isn't he? We'll go there. Festus is waiting for us. Hope they won't screw things up. I was about to say I'd come with them, but I got interrupted in a rude way. Melody, no. You have no powers and nor memories. What happened the last time was enough. Then I'm going. You're not going either. They need you here. She glanced at Murphy and he nodded back. He immediately put his hand on Adrian's shoulder, preventing him from doing something stupid. We should take on the Labyrinth quest. They got it themselves. Hades turned to the emergency door. Apollo was about to follow her when he stopped himself and turned around. Melody. He approached me and gave me a firm hug. Listen to me. We got this. Together. I hugged him back. The thought that it could be our last embrace wouldn't leave my mind. I love you, little sister. Don't you forget that. He gave me a peck on my forehead goodbye and rushed to catch up to Hades. I'm still mad. Be honest, I was still mad. Him disappearing like that was garbage. Then on top of that, coming back and still being an asshole. That was the icing on the cake. We met Aphrodite at the appointed spot, picked the bags up, and went into the tunnels. We found the spot pretty easily, which even seemed funny to us considering what was waiting for us ahead. What's so heavy there? Hephaestus gave me some metalware. I have no idea, but I'm glad you've helped me. At least I didn't carry it out by myself. She sat with the leaf and sat on the floor watching the guys. He said to open it before we go in. Adrian threw the bag to the floor and opened it. Inside, there was some metalware indeed, but under it, there were all sorts of weapons. There's a bag with your name on it, and a note attached to it. He gave me something heavy. What does the note say? It's not just some armor. It will appear only during battle, protecting Melody. Ooh, I hope so. Oh, yo. That's it. Is it something I kind of like this one a bit? No. I'm gonna go with this one. The gold kind of reminds me of Wonder Woman's 1984 that outfit. That's pretty dope. Let's go with that. The armor fits me perfectly without any discomfort. Whoa! Surprising how something that heavy that looks this heavy. I wonder if the headgear they give you changes depending on which outfit you chose. Perhaps, because I feel like it has silver accents here to go with the first one. Surprisingly, how something that looks this heavy can be so comfy. We've got some equipment as well. He gave their respective bags to the friends. Damn, it's been a while since I wore something like this. It's rather old-fashioned, but it's fine. Good thing I don't need anything. Murphy dug around in the bag and got the weapons out. Melody, here you go. Oh. I touched the bill behind my back, hoping I wouldn't need it. Aren't there any arrows? I don't think it's a normal bow. Whoa! Look at that. I want to see him use his powers. I really do. Because I want to know what he can do. Like, is he a made-up character? Is he a character from actual mythology? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. It shoots magical arrows. I'm gonna take a picture. Just knock and shoot. The more power there is in you, the stronger the weapon is. Hephaestus must have worked hard on it. Murphy turned to Aphrodite and Adrian approached me. Are you ready? Can someone really be ready for something like this? Remember what I promised you? I'll always be by your side, no matter what. He took my hand. Don't say that. Why? Because it sounds like a goodbye. And I'm not ready to say goodbye. A few minutes later, everyone was armed and prepared to go further. That's it. We're ready now. Let's get it over with. Mango's in trouble. Any volunteers to go in first? Aphrodite took an awkward step back. Not me, for sure. Aw, come on. Melody? This is probably influence. I'll go. Murphy smiled approvingly. Now we're talking. Adrian just nodded and stepped away. That's really odd. That doesn't really make a lot of sense though. For like how protective they are of me, then they let me go first into an uncertain labyrinth none of us have ever been into. That's that's kind of sketch. That didn't really make any sense. But whatever. Bright light hit our eyes, making us shut them. This looks like Stranger Things. Sometime later, when my eyes finally adjusted, I realized there was no one next to me. Adrian? Murphy? Heather? Where are you all? I looked around. There was this huge space surrounded by water and a massive door in the center. Is this what it's supposed to be? I was expecting something like a grim dungeon with bones and spoils scattered around. Last time I was here, it looked exactly like that. Where'd you come from? I follow you. What did you do to them? Where are my friends? I didn't do anything to them. Calm down. My exact copy was sitting on the ground, smiling mischievously, and she noticed my confusion. She got up, dusting sand off herself. But why? Do you think it's that easy to get into the labyrinth? So it's not? Oh no, sorry for the confusion. You're at the right spot, don't worry. But instead of wandering the stone passages, you're in for something more interesting. She laughed again, but I didn't feel like joking at all. There was too much at stake to react to her behavior. What do I need to do? Just enter this door. What's behind it? My copy approached me and touched my shoulder lightly. This, my dear, is up to you. Any other questions, or will you finally go in? Why does it look like this? Everything involves, even magical creatures turn into something else over time. So a ball of thread won't help me here? Alas, the labyrinth will test you. If you pass all the tests, you'll get what you came for. And if not, she broke into a crooked smile, looking away. Dying is not on my to-do list. So try your best. I want to know why you're here. Because of one, it's just until you're awake, your consciousness is sending me to you. Consider me someone like a magical guide, if you will. And if I won't, you're scaring me to death. It's because you've always been subduing me. A goody two-shoes, always nice. Pride of her parents, a scholarship awardee, a sportswoman. You've been forgetting what freedom of choice is. Your freedom. So to remind you who you are, who you were, and who you are now, I was sent here. If it's really freedom of choice, though, then I could choose to remain exactly who I am, which is kind of feel like what I'm doing on the path of humanity. I suppose the path of divinity is kind of just accepting her fully and kind of merging into that. But I don't know if I like who I was, because, I mean, sounded like to me she made some pretty questionable and stupid choices. I don't know why she made them, but just saying. I was sitting here. She twirled, showing off the concentration of hitting wishes, forgotten dreams, forgotten feelings. I'm the anger you didn't let out. I'm the version of you you're supposed to be, the one you're refusing. I lowered my eyes, clutching my fist. Don't worry. I'm not your worst enemy this time. I want to know, what do I do when I go in? Wait, then what time are you my worst enemy? Nothing special. Just find a way out. Sounds way too simple. What's the catch? Situations you'll find yourself in. Find the door and walk through it further. All right. One thing though. I glanced at her incredulously. She gave me a foxy smile. You might not like what you're about to see. What's that mean exactly? The labyrinth is cunning. It'll raise all your secret fears and use them against you. Yeah, you're digging you here somehow. Ugh, don't start with that. So, the door. That's right. 30 minutes venture. If I get over with it quickly, I'll be able to help those at home. I don't know what happened there, but I'm not leaving the Chimera in trouble. I clenched my fist, ready for anything. Then I pushed the door and took a decisive first step. It said step forward, didn't it? A schoolyard filled with students. I looked around, but there was no doubt. It was my old high school. What am I doing here? Why am I here at all? Everything seemed so familiar and so foreign at the same time. People passing by, shouts from the playing field. The labyrinth adopts any form that's familiar to your consciousness. But I didn't expect high school could be such a traumatic experience for you. Then you haven't been to high school. Shut up. What are you doing here at all? Weren't you supposed to stay at the exit? Keep dreaming. I puffed and walked forward. Something didn't seem right about the place. The longer I walked, the more anxious I was starting to feel. Hold on, is that Adrian? I saw him sitting on a nearby bench. I was surprised. I froze. Why is he here? Is he also undergoing a test? I was about to run to him, but he seemed so happy. I heard his contagious laughter. I don't think so. It's your solo quest, after all. We're in your head. So he's not actually here? And all this is in my own mind? Don't you want to go say hi? Her question puzzled me. Why are you suggesting this? I don't know. He looked so lovely with this girl. Only after her words I noticed the girl next to Adrian. She seemed vaguely familiar to me. Okay. I approached them without attracting attention to myself. I could hear well what they were talking about. What are you going to say to that girl? Why does it matter? Whatever I say, she won't believe me. Yeah, it was pretty awkward that one time. When she almost found out everything. I had to lie, but... The girl lowered her head to his lap, curling up the bench comfortably. Something inside me turned. It was unbearable to watch it. Remember that time when They kept talking, but I wasn't listening to them anymore. The reflection furrowed her brows in mock anger. Oh no. Has your favorite boy been playing you like a fiddle all this time? Feels bad. Nah, he wouldn't do that. I know him. He wouldn't have done that to me. Exceptional naivety. Oh, when did you become stupid like this? Okay. And you, stop messing with me. Do I need to take Adrian with me? No, it would be pointless in this case. So I need to move on. It gets better. She stepped aside, pointing at the door, identical to the one I walked in through. Okay. The choice of the next place surprised even me. Oh, I think I see your marshmallow friend there. Looks like she's found herself some better company. Why don't we stay and listen? Marshmallow? You mean Aphrodite? I don't see a point in that, but I guess if you want to prove something. The situation with Adrian seems strange to me, but what's it going to be with Heather? Aphrodite. We came closer. Despite no one else noticing us again, I was trying not to attract attention. There was no way of telling what me showing up could lead to. Heather and the others were standing nearby. The girls were chatting about something. I need Melody to... Melody? Are you talking about that strange girl from the parallel group? Why are you even friends with her? What do you mean? This Melody, she's not right in the mind. And her family is... well, you know. I guess. Be honest, are you friends with her only because of her brother? I heard Tom liked his girls older. Yep, because of her brother. And I heard he liked boys. Why are you... I was so strange hearing something like that from her. No reluctance, just agreeing with them. The thought of how two-faced Heather could be really upset me. I see. Could she really be like this? The situation was getting even more complicated. Could it be what I'm afraid of? What if the labyrinth is showing my biggest fears to me? All done here? Can we move on? Let's go. Don't be so upset. You have tons of other friends. Maybe Cerberus won't disappoint you. Heather is... nah. She would have never done it. Something's not right here. Sure, this is the friend who swapped you for cooler friends. What an absolutely impossible situation. Hush. You won't make me feel worse. She already could have, because we kind of drifted apart. There was no reason for her to try so hard for her to get me back. And she was the one who brought the whole friend group together again, so that doesn't make any sense. Will make me feel worse. No. Not down with that one. I guess you know better. Shall we get to the most interesting part? What are you talking about? Do you know what's behind the next door? The reflection gave me a pat on my shoulder. My dear, we're two sides of the same coin. I know you even better than you know yourself. So give it a good thought. Do you want to miss a show like this? We approached the door and my copy opened it and pushed me forward. Okay. This place again. I looked around. It resembled the party it all started at, but something was clearly wrong. Oh, Melody, we were getting tired of waiting. Where have you been? Why is it so crowded here? River took a step towards me and offered me his hand. The situation got even more strange and wrong. It cannot be true. Is it another illusion? Or no? I was looking around hectically trying to find a clue. It seemed I was a non-existent at the party. No one was paying attention to me and Murphy. Murphy waved his hand at my face, attracting my attention. What's the matter, princess? Are you alright? Huh? Let me check your temperature. He reached for my forehead, but I staggered back, avoiding his touch. Melody? It can't be. I'm not really here. You're just a fantasy, like everything before you. My words made the scene go silent. I couldn't even hear trees rustling outside. What are you talking about? It's me. No. No. Why no? Stop it with your silliness. He walked towards me decisively, making me step back slowly. The fear I was warned about finally came over me, but this time there was anger along with it. Yo! Step away from me. You're not the Murphy I know. Oh, are you sure about that? I heard a quiet guttural growl. All the people around us turned to me and stared at me angrily. Just like that, I was in the spotlight. Go away. Make it all stop. Now. He already raised his hand, but froze there without grabbing me. His human eyes started slowly shifting into the animal one. My insides turned. It was as if I found myself underwater, unable to move my finger. I told you it's going to be interesting. You walked into the trap after all. What are you going to do about that? No one's coming to help you. Hell no. Even though I couldn't speak, my consciousness was still subduing to me. The illusion continued to devour me slowly. Seconds were turning into an eternity, terrifying even my reflection. Fight it. Fight it, damn you. And I did. This is just a test. I can't lose. The power from the depth of my soul started filling my whole body. I got this. I must pull through. The scene in front of my eyes rippled. I clenched my fist and shut my eyes tight. The destructive force within me finally found its way out. Come on. Come on, just a little bit more. I heard glass shuddering from all sides, and I opened my eyes. The world around me cracked, flared, and fell apart in shatters. A door appeared behind me. The reflection pushed me into it and fell into the uncertainty with me. Oh, this definitely looks like Stranger Things now. Is it always like this? Like what? Too difficult for a simple test. No one said it was going to be simple. I got up and felt weakness coming over me. Passing through the illusion took a toll on me. We need to find the others now. If it was the last door, they must be somewhere nearby. Looked around in search of my friends. I needed to find them as soon as I could. Did they have to go through something like this as well? I don't think so. What if I'm the only one who got in this trap? So someone tried to hold me back there on purpose. If it's true, my friends are in big trouble. Suddenly, the ground under my feet shook and I almost fell. An animalistic roar ahead of me was so powerful that an air wave made me take a step back. Oh no. A while ago. There was an empty, broad space in front of us with the vague shapes of a building ahead. Doesn't look as hard as you told me it would be. Don't feel at ease yet. We haven't found Artemis yet, and we don't know what's going on with her. I hope she's alright. Please, Murphy? We can't go further if we don't find her. I'm afraid to even think of what could have happened to her. Adrian rolls his eyes inside heavily. I hate saying this, but we don't have time for it. We can only hope she's somewhere safe. Because there are 3 monsters guarding Zeus and waiting for us. Let's deal with the monsters first, then, so that we don't have any unexpected guests. The fog in front of us started moving and closed the way for us like a wall. I felt strange tingling on my skin. They're right on time. Stay close, something's coming. We heard the sound of stones crashing down behind us. Looked around, trying not to give in to the motions. There's no way back either now. Adrian, can you go through the fog? I can, but... The fog crawled into vague shapes and silhouettes. Trapped. The voices came from all sides. It was impossible to tell for sure where they were coming from. Food. You're trapped, just like her. You won't get out. Crap, I can't see him. How can you fight someone you can't even grab? You'd be surprised. I took a step back, allowing my body to relax. The shape-shifting was always torturously hard for me, but it's been extremely difficult lately. I drew a deep breath and let myself turn partially. Oh gosh. Does that hurt, babe? Adrian, step back. What do I do? Apply brute force, use magic, or fall back? Fall back probably won't give me any points. In fact, it'd probably be negative influence. Magic is probably divinity then. So brute force is humanity. So let's go with this one. Just step back. Adrian, go to Aphrodite. Protect her. Ooh, you're a nice commander. I like it. She tried to look persistent, but her shaking voice was speaking for her. No time to be sarcastic. How do we beat the fog? Aphrodite took several steps back, looking around in confusion. He's got muscles for brains. Let him figure it out. Stop pissing me off. I tried to focus. Muscles budged under my clothes and they started to tear. Ugh. Heat overcame my body, breaking my bones. Ugh. I hate it. Each time feels like the first. I cut through the fog with my hand forcefully. Most of it dissipated, but in a moment it became just as thick as before. Weak. So weak. Try again. Just some fog. I can chase it away. I recollected myself and pushed through again. Someone grunted angrily. The fog started dissipating slowly, forming silhouettes of two creatures. Give up. You're weak. A satyr. And a dryad. Your magic is nothing. They were approaching us quickly. It seemed that they knew for sure who would win this fight. I'm fed up. Let's get it over with. Tell me all of your ideas of who he is based off of his outfit. I heard Adrian unsheath his sword. Help Aphrodite. I got this. Not gonna finally get to you. Let's see how good of a fighter you are. The group split in two, leaving space for everyone to act. The satyr was shifting from place to place quickly with two small blades in his hands. What do you say? Naked hands against sharp blades? I'll chop you down. I assessed the situation and decided to let my control go a bit. I let go of my own leash and drew some strength. I'll be strong enough in this form. Take this. The satyr rushed forward, swinging the blades in front of him. I need to... Swinging in front of him. Evade? I don't have anything to defend myself with. Now. Strength rushed through my muscles and I evaded the blow at the last second. Tee-hee. You're swift. It was close. Yes. He's open. Now's my chance. Attack from up close or be cunning. That comment that Aphrodite made. Is it because I'm not the best strategist? So should I just use my strength? Because he's trying to keep me back with the blade. So maybe if I run up at him, maybe he doesn't have as much bodily strength, which is why he's using weapons to begin with. And tricking a satyr. Ooh, let's attack from up close. Let's see what that does. My body was aching from the tension, but I wasn't going to give up. I needed to defeat this puny goat at all costs. Now I can get you. In one leap, I ended up next to the satyr. It was enough to raise my fist, aiming for his head. I got behind his back and landed the crushing blow. Yeah! Oh, I mean, he's saying no, but I'm saying yeah. No! Who's weak now? Yeah. Get him. Guys, I'm all done here. I turned to my friends, watching them deal with their opponent. After I leaped to the side, evading another attack. We can't go on like this for long. Oh, dude, look at her. Oh, her shoes are dope. Oh, man. I'm digging this whole getup she got on. She got going. Let's switch to tactics. You attack, I help. Worth trying. You fools. Even your powers combined can't harm me. This is so cool. Seriously, so cool. I waved her hand and roots started growing out of the ground, trying to catch their feet. So cool. Give me your sword. I'll grant it more power. One blow will be enough. The pause of the Dryad's magic revealed itself fully. Hundreds of branches were lying like a carpet in front of her, shielding her from danger. Indura. Faster. She seems to be casting a spell. I see it. I gotta get another picture. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Aphrodite put her palms above the sword, closing her eyes. It shimmered with faint pink light for a moment. What do I do? How do I get to her? There are so many branches around her. If we hit at least one, we're done for. Adrian appraised his possibilities in the distance and made a call. He changed his grip on the sword, raised his hand, and flung it into the target. Come on. The flying blade got past the protective spells easily. Surprise in the Dryad's eyes shifted into frightening decisiveness. I'll take you with me. New din. A moment and the sword cut through the Dryad's body. Her final spell. Aphrodite, watch out. Multiple vines with thorns appeared under Aphrodite's feet, reaching for her quickly. I see it. Magic flashed in her hands, and big clouds of pink smoke surrounded her, sheltering from danger. It's all going according to the plan. We made it. Was somebody clapping? You're doing well. Teamwork. That's what Melody taught us. We need to find her soon. A small break allowed us to gather and check on each other. We need to move further. A deafening roar rolled over us. Oh, I thought that was Cerberus. Something massive jumped from the peaks. A freaking minotaur? Are you wild? Dude, why is it bouncing? The air blast threw us all back. Right now. She stepped aside, letting me see the center of the labyrinth. The things I saw made my knees weak. My friends were in the middle of a battle with a monster. All your decisions have consequences, even if they don't seem obvious. Now it's time to pay for your mistakes. Several hundred feet were separating us from the goal, but they seemed like an insurmountable obstacle to me. The giant creature took a step towards my friends, raising a giant axe. Could it be called an axe at all? It looked more like a huge door in terms of size. Oh my gosh. A new powerful roar scattered my friends around. Oh no, I won't be there in time. Melody, no. Aphrodite was hovering in the air. She got hit by the air blast and fell down unconscious. Adrian's contours trembled and seemingly let the sound wave through. It's impossible. Could he be... The Minotaur took another step. The ground cracked under his feet. Whoa! Have we ever seen animation like this? Die. The giant blade flew down right on Aphrodite. Then the moment seemed to stop. Path of high influence. The world focused at that single moment. The threat to Aphrodite made me shake the stupor off. I can do it. One shot. I grabbed my bow and started drawing it. In the spot where a normal arrow would be, the energy was growing thick, forming a magical one. Inner force was filling you to the brim. Axe continued going down slowly towards unconscious Aphrodite. Don't you dare. Girl, you better work. The arrow I shot made a deafening sound, unpausing time. Hit the blade and changed its trajectory. The axe sunk into the ground several feet from Aphrodite. Adrian ran to Aphrodite, trying to bring her round. Protect her. Melody, what are we gonna do? We'll attack him together, try to trick him, or run away. Um, they said I taught them teamwork. Power friendship. Let's do it. We'll have a chance only if we unite our powers. We'll win sometime, drag Aphrodite away from the battlefield, and attack him at once. Then I'll distract him. The Minotaur changed the grip on his weapon and looked at Murphy. There was too much difference in their power levels. Next to him, Cerberus was like a chihuahua. I'll crush you. The strong side sweep and the axe is aimed at Murphy already. Don't even dream of it. I've seen stronger folk at my age. Murphy didn't evade it. He decided to stop the axe with his hands to strip the Minotaur of the weapon. Watch out. My emotions prevailed and I started shooting an arrow after arrow without thinking, but without strong magic, they couldn't pierce the Minotaur's thick skin. At the last moment, Murphy managed to catch the blade. He was barely standing, but still holding it tightly. His eyes, full of regret, turned to me. I hate that you have to see this now. I heard the cracking of his breaking bones, his shape starting shifting right in front of our eyes. In a moment, it wasn't the Murphy I was used to anymore. It was a monster just like the Minotaur. He grabbed the axe by the handle. Can I see it? Oh. Dude, do not be ashamed. You look so freaking cool. Holy cow, look at him. I love this. Like a toy. Murphy got several times bigger, but he still wasn't the same height as the Minotaur. Give it back. I'll kill you. Murphy yanked the axe out of his hands and threw it aside. Melody, now. Attack him with me. It can't be happening. I can't go on like this. I don't understand what's going on. What? How do we stop him? What? This was your idea. What are you doing? I wounded friends, the Minotaur and Murphy out of his human form. I guess I wasn't able to hide my confusion. Melody, help Aphrodite. I'll take your place and we'll take the Minotaur down. Adrian raised his sword and rushed into battle to help Murphy. I ran to Aphrodite, trying to wake her up. Heather, get up, come on. Melody? You're fine? Oh my goodness, poor thing. And so are you. Get up. We haven't lost yet. I grabbed Aphrodite by her shoulders, trying to lift her, but my hands, sleek with blood, dropped her body. She just hissed in pain, unable to move. Oh no. I can still be useful. Her hand reached for my bow. A pink flash blinded me for a moment, disappearing immediately. This will be enough. As soon as the flash disappeared, Aphrodite's body went limp in my hands and she went unconscious again. No, please. Don't leave me. Fear mixed with anger and thoughts about my powerlessness. I saw red and it seemed like I was about to lose control, but my bow started shining. And Aphrodite's words rang through my mind. This will be enough. I turned to the Minotaur and saw my friends fight desperately. I'll kill you. All of you. Murphy as a monster attacked the Minotaur, trying to push him back. From the other side, Adrian was slashing his sword, trying to cut through the skin. Now's my chance. The path of humanity. I rushed towards Murphy fighting the Minotaur. Even without the axe, the monster's fists were striking with incredible force. As I gained up on them, I ended up in front of the opponent, but at the right distance for the shot. Princess, let's do it together. I'll go first. The Minotaur was towering over us like a colossus. He raised his fist towards me. Don't fail us, Aphrodite. I grabbed my bow and hit the fist with it like a baton. Interesting choice. A bright flash and the Minotaur roared. Taken aback, I managed to fend the blow off. The enemy attacked me, trying to push through the bow I used to defend myself. Murphy, your turn. My hands were shaking from the blows, but I managed to stand on my feet. Murphy jumped up and got in between us, evading the second hand. Eat this. He raised his clawed paws before him and started to attack at random. He was tearing the beast's flesh, throwing chunks of it aside. Minotaur staggered, but sharp pain shook him up. He regained control and hit Murphy directly. Cerberus didn't expect a blow this strong and got tossed aside. Murphy! Oh no, one more time. It has to work. Why won't you just die? Upon hearing my scream, the Minotaur leaned and ran towards me, intending to pierce me with his horns. Melody, run, now! I was riveted to the spot, ignoring fear, shooting arrows. They were hitting the target, but the wounds were too minuscule. Then, the Minotaur was all I could see. The horns were mere inches from me. A push, and the world spanned before my eyes. I flew a dozen feet and realized Murphy saved me. I'll kill you all. He turned to run and hit Adrian without looking. Yo! No way! Holy kibbles and bits! That's so cool! Oh? His hand passed through Adrian, shocking both the Minotaur and me. Murphy was the only one not to react at all. Get out. Well, that's what Murphy meant by it's hard to... it's not that easy to hit something that you can't really touch. I guess maybe he practiced fights with Adrian a lot. With his words, a wave of power pushed the Minotaur back. I couldn't believe my eyes. It's you. It was you. I wish you didn't have to find out about it like this. Adrian returned to his material form quickly. A push and the Minotaur jumped. Another air blast could kill us easily. Get back. He grabbed me again and jumped from the below area. Adrian, run. Die. He landed, crushing the ground beneath him. Meanwhile, Adrian assumed his shadow form again, slipping away. He moved at insane speed, flying through all obstacles. His attacks can't hurt me. He passed through the stones and dust, landing next to us. Couldn't you do it earlier? Adrian landed next to us. I've got a plan before he attacks us again. Melody, I'll give you more power temporarily, and Murphy and I will hold him in one place. As soon as he's unable to move, shoot with all of your might. Like Aphrodite did earlier, he touched my bow, giving the power of darkness to it. You've got one shot. Let's go. He's getting up already. Left me alone with my thoughts and rushed to the last attack. I believe in them or myself. Power of friendship? Humanity. The sacrificing themselves for the common goal. I must not fail them. Adrian and Murphy rushed into the cloud of dust and undivided, flanking the Minotaur. Covered by the dust, they had the advantage. Where are you? Insects. Right next to you. Murphy recollected the last of his strength and grabbed the Minotaur's hand, pulling it to himself. Upon seeing such impudence, the Minotaur went to hit the open Murphy, but his other hand wasn't moving either. What? Thick black fog enveloped his second hand, not letting it move. Get ready. A moment and I saw it. The Minotaur held in place was waiting for his death from my hand. I could hit his most vulnerable spot. Attack! Attack! I aimed the bow at the Minotaur and felt the magic left by my friends come to life. Black and pink gleams united and formed a magical era. It's clearly stronger than all my previous attacks. I need to breathe and aim. The united magic prevented my hands from controlling the bow as I used to. I shot the arrow wrongly. Fools. The Minotaur broke free and ran at me again. One shot. Another one. Come on. The enemy was going right at me. My attempt to repel their attack were doomed. More. More! I won't let you kill my friends. Something inside me broke, freeing my magic. The bow started growing and changing its form. Die. You go first. I released the bowstring. The world turned dark. All I could hear was a loud thump. Then pink fog engulfed me. I opened my eyes and saw the Minotaur's body lying headless and my friends looking like they usually did. We did it. No one answered me. I felt anxious. I spotted Murphy raising Aphrodite into his arms. Adrian was on the opposite side of the field. He was lying on the ground, breathing heavily. Yeah, go over there and check him out. What's going on? I walked up to him, sinking to my knees next to him and leaning over. He gave me a weak, barely noticeable smile. Are the others all right? I turned around, watching Murphy bringing Aphrodite to her senses. She woke up and was trying to explain something to him. Yes, they're fine. I'm glad. He coughed. I held his shoulder, worrying that he might be hurt badly. It's all right. Don't worry this much. How could I... All that matters is that we did it. And that you're fine. He laughed quietly, raising his hand and fixing my messy hair. Sorry, I didn't make you worried. Feel free to make me worried on any occasion. But please. His soft fingers touched my forehead, my cheeks, and went lower. His airy touch gave me a strange feeling. You were the shadow. He looked away. I could tell this topic was worrying him. I'm sorry, No, I'm the one who should be sorry. I should have told you sooner. I took his hand and squeezed it lightly. I can't control myself in this form. Like the shadow, my powers are unstable. Someone could get hurt, but now we had no other choice. He covered my hand with his and raised it to his lips. I changed my pose, resting my head on his shoulder. So, all this time, I was watching over you. I was trying to think about what the hell she was talking about. Like, it was you. And now I remember there was like some shadowy thing like along the whole time following us, and we were like, oh, that must be the bad people that we were talking about. And it was him just stalking me. I'm sorry. I'm messing with the Tinder moment. I didn't think my shadow form would scare you this much. I chuckled quietly. Tears streamed down my face, but I wiped them away immediately. I couldn't reveal my weakness, not right now. At least you always have a Halloween costume ready. That's right. He smiled, but his face got contorted by a grimace of pain. I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong? Everything is all right. Go. You must go further. What about you? I'll pull through. Okay. The sight of the defeated monster made me shiver. I thought I would feel relief, but it weighed me down unbearably. I saw a familiar silhouette in the distance. My job here is done. She winked at me and disappeared. No one seemed to notice her presence. I saw a huge box in the center of a half-destroyed gazebo. I collected my last strength and walked towards it slowly. If it all was in vain. I approached the box and opened the lid forcefully. Stairs? Where are they leading? The spiral stairs were going down into the unknown. I held on tightly to the box and stepped down slowly. Zeus? My eyes took some time to get adjusted to the darkness, but when they did, what I saw shocked me. Literally, because it's Zeus. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Give me a chance to take a picture. I had a lot of fun. All the forms were really cool. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. Playing for 47 minutes. I might go ahead in this part right here. Wow. Okay. Wow. That was exciting. That was indeed exciting. That was so crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and show a like button, some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye.